Welcome to this edition of Parking Talks, where we will be discussing the topic of collaborations. Joining us today we have Philippe, CEO of Apcoa, Adrian, Sales Manager of Azura, Gaetano, Head of Sales at EvoPark, and Inza, Business Development Manager at Nagels. Let's start with the importance of working together with other companies and how this affects the customer journey. Could you comment on this, Gaetano?
I think that the cooperation between different companies is crucial for a better customer journey. If companies open their own applications and their systems communicate with other applications, and even if they are from competitors, it is of much greater benefit to the customers. And this is key, especially if we talk of smart cities and the transport and mobility sector. Data have to be exchanged without restrictions to guarantee a pleasant experience to everybody, with less congestion and less pollution. But all this, in a way, needs to be regulated by government.
So it sounds like collaboration with other parties is really important. What do you think, Adrian?
Oh, it's absolutely one of the most important factors. In fact, it has been our focus from the start. It's essential if you want to satisfy all the different complex needs of customers. So let's take sales, for example. As a technological company, we rarely sell our solutions to end users, rather through local distributors or system integrators. So while product development is done mainly in-house, there are some instances where we work closely with outside contractors. Also, the importance of reliable partners in marketing is just as obvious. So Parking Network, for instance, it's a great example. But joint campaigns with our sales and distribution partners is also a good example of great cooperation. Every single person in the company believes the power of personal contacts that we tend to pursue with business partners as well. We intentionally invest heavily, both budget-wise and emotionally, in cooperation through personal relations. And I think this is why we are keen on business events, exhibitions, where we have the opportunity to show live product demonstrations, do personal discussions, and most importantly, meet both our partners and potential clients on a regular basis.
Do you have any examples of great collaborations in parking, Inza?
Well, as a parking ticket manufacturer, our thinking very often cycles around the parking industry and its movements. However, there is a growing trend towards mobility services and customer experience, which provides a huge field of activities for us. We just recently completed a project in which we cooperated very well with a system supplier and a software company to provide an intelligent cart solution. More specifically, it integrates shopping, parking, and mobility services. Another project we developed is a paper park and ride ticket. It incorporates a MAX-stripe and an RFID chip. The customer could even add a barcode if that's needed. This ticket could be used for multimodal traveling, and it works in existing equipment. So I think that's a perfect example of collaboration which brought all participating parties forward and made the customer happy in the end.
And how about you, Gaetano? We have seen quite a few collaborative efforts from EvoPark. You must have some interesting examples.
We at EvoPark try to cooperate a lot with others. One example is our collaboration with mobility providers, especially our strong partnerships with the automotive OEMs made it easier for parking operators to use these players as new revenue opportunities. Our partners here are Porsche, Daimler, Volkswagen, but also AXA Insurance and ADAC or parking app providers like EpiParking. Furthermore, our close cooperation with selected parking operators made it possible to develop new software solutions for parking operators, like, for example, our solution for the digital administration of season parkers. We also work together with institutions like the Bundesverband. Last but not least, I would like to mention that together with Apcoa and the company Velocarrier, we are working on a project called M-Fund. This project is about using car parks as a transfer point for the last mile delivery.
So as well as working with EvoPark, as Gaetano mentioned, we know you've also collaborated with Volkswagen. Philippe, can you tell us more?
we have very successfully integrated existing technologies into car parks, and our two best examples of that are Telepass in Italy, where Apcoa was the first to integrate Telepass in. So Telepass is the toll system, the automated toll, the motorway toll system, where about 800,000 Italian drivers have an automated system, so they have this transponder. We have installed those transponder readers in our car parks as well, so all Telepass drivers can use our car parks, and in most of our car parks in Milan, for instance, more than 60% of the drivers that park with Apcoa use the Telepass system. That's purely convenience. So the car drives up, we recognize the car, the barrier opens automatically, payment goes through the Telepass system, and so great convenience. And then the second one, which goes in the same direction, but which is a lot newer, which is ProBiz. That's BROBIZZ. That's to say that the toll system in Denmark for the bridges. There we've gone even further because we are integrated in the app of ProBiz, which even has a bigger penetration than Telepass in Italy. So a driver through the ProBiz app can go into our app, or our server, which is called Flow, and then automatically register for us, and then use again this ProBiz account to pay for the parking. And again, it's convenient, no longer pulling a ticket or no longer being to pass by a P&D machine. And then the third one, which is a good example, is the Volkswagen partnership. We have through the TraviPay, which is their payment platform. We're also there through the TraviPay. You can go to our Flow system and register as a client. And so particularly for Volkswagen drivers, they can get the seamless parking experience through their payment platform. And all of these things will, I think will accelerate. It will also allow to integrate additional service into a parking, which in the past was not that relevant. For instance, we have parkings where we've integrated Amazon delivery walls, where customers can pick up their online orders. Now, of course, that doesn't really affect the parking experience, but I think it increases the relevance of parking and makes the parking into something additionally beyond parking. Again, through digital, I think we at the moment, if we would talk again in 3 years, then there'll be a lot more of these kind of services. At the moment, we can't say what, because in digital, if you could predict the future in 3 years' time, that's probably wrong, because then it's not gonna happen. So we see a lot of exciting potential there of integrating with mobility partners, but also offering additional services. We are about to launch a big mobility integration in. Unfortunately, I can't say yet in which city, but it's one of the top 10 cities of Europe, where the parking will be completely integrated into public transport, into car sharing, mobility, so electrical scooters, bicycle, etc., all through one app, and this will all happen inside where the parkings will serve as a real mobility hub. And I know there's been a lot of talk about this mobility hub, but this will be, I think, the first city where it will actually be proven, and this is about to go live before the summer.
Would you like to add any examples of great collaborations? Adrian?
Sure. So our recent collaborations include the upgrade of the parking operation in New Jersey with Nexus Parking Systems, with the goal of eliminating physical permits by introducing LPR-based access. We had a great collaboration with the management, the on-site Nexus team, and the Asura support. We managed to introduce and integrate the LPR technology in 3 weeks and basically go from concept to live operation in just under 2 months. And another fine example would be a project last fall when the Denver-based Parking Revenue Recovery Services decided to develop a new license plate-based parking enforcement system using a Sura solution. The project involved integrating with T2 parking machines as well as a citation management system of a third-party service provider. The integration was smooth. It was great to see all the different companies working together in order to implement the final project. It was really a surprise to see how quickly they managed to deliver the whole system in just 3 months.
Plenty of interesting collaborations. So what can we expect to see from Nagels over the coming months? Inza?
Well, Nagels tries always to be very close to its customers to help them improving their businesses. And as part of this, we are increasing our environmental activities this year again to help our customers reaching their environmental goals with our products. In addition, we are very busy with working on new ticketing solutions, RFID solutions, and also some digital product innovations to help our customers to enlarge their business opportunities. We are piloting some digital added services right now and will use our experience of the pilots to improve our service offering further. Thus, 2019 will be an exciting and very innovative year for us.
And with APCOA, Philippe?
If I look particularly at the markets, we now have live convenience apps in 6 countries, UK, Ireland, Germany, Denmark, Sweden and Norway. That's actually 7, I think. And then we launch, the focus is on expanding those, and then we launch Poland and Austria before the summer, and then we'll have 9 out of 13 of our markets with a live app. But also in countries where we don't have the app, because we have a central digital platform, we can hook up any partner, any shopping center with a loyalty program or things like that onto this platform as well. So yeah, we see a lot of exciting cooperations with other parties going forward.
So you'll be moving around a lot over the coming year. What about Asura? Adrian, what's coming up for you?
Well, it's a busy year for Asura. We will be exhibiting at the Milestone Integration Platform Symposium at Bali in the beginning of April, showcasing our video analytics and LPR technology integrated into their VMS platform. Later, we will also exhibit at the IPMI convention in California in June, and then we'll be back in the US for the MPA Expo in Orlando, where again we will hold live demo sessions on real, local footage, so it's always worth visiting our booth. As for new products, we have released our new vehicle make and model recognition module for the Asian market, and the final version, which will include US vehicles, is just around the corner as well. Also, another important step was the introduction of Aru Move, which is our mobile LPR solution, great for parking and law enforcement applications, and we are also working on integrations with some of the major PMS providers in the US and Europe. It's also important to focus on long-term goals, which is why we are testing new hardware to deliver complete out-of-the-box video analytics and LPR solutions to our clients. So, this year is definitely going to be exciting for us, our partners, and our clients alike.
And to round things off, what will we see later in the year from Evo Park? Gitano?
This year will be characterized by growth and rollout at Evo Park. We already have a first couple of parking operators on our new Easy Contract solution, which is a web-based tool for the digital administration of season parkers, which I mentioned before. We want to expand our customer base here, both in the municipality space as well as with further private parking operators. In terms of our solutions portfolio, we want to launch a solution for short-term or frequent parkers by end of this year. And furthermore, we want to continue expanding our gateway product. This means that we want to offer more and more car parks to an increasing number of mobility providers.
Thank you all for your participation. We've heard some very interesting points about why collaboration in our industry is so important, and we look forward to seeing what new collaborations will come to fruition in the near future. Don't forget that you can read the full interviews soon on parking-net.com. If you'd like to join the discussion or have any topics you'd like to see, email us at editor@parking-net.com. Thanks for tuning in, and see you for our next edition of Parking Talks.